This is being broadcasted from New York State, Westchester County, one of the second largest and the richest county in the United States. The Republican Party of Westchester County is hosting its annual dinner at Westchester Manor Club for the benefit of boosting the Republican Party in Westchester, in the state of New York, giving the support for the Republican Party nominee, Donald Trump.
We are supporting Trump. Trump is a New Yorker, and the New York State Republican Committee and the Westchester Republican Committee are supporting Trump. Trump is going to bring back jobs to America. And Trump is also going to change the economy. He's going to make the economy better. And the country is going to change, and the country is going to definitely be better. Crime will be eliminated, and he's going to make family values a priority. You can see as he has a very good family, and you see what he's going to bring about in America.
Do you believe that, as an Asian American founder chairman, we know that the Asian Americans normally more than Democrats than Republicans.
Yeah.
So how do you think that Trump will win this?
Trump has a very attractive personality. Already he has attracted more independents and Democrats. You'll see that in the primary. He has attracted all these people, so we have more independents. And Trump has, in the history of America, Trump is the first person who has been able to get such a large majority in the primaries. And if he got it in the primaries, he's definitely going to continue this trend. We see the trend is continuing, and people are attracted. He has his own style, and they like that.
Thanks. We know that the Asian American people has more, the Democrats is more than the Republican. Do you believe that Trump will win this election?
Yeah, I definitely believe that Trump has a unique personality, and he's been able to attract non-registered Republicans. We see that in the primary. In the primary, he was able to win. In such a large, with such a large margin, is because he has a unique personality. Independents and Democrats have flocked to him, and they're continuing to do that. So I firmly believe that he will be our next president. He will be able to attract the necessary delegates and the necessary votes to be the next president of the United States of America.
Introduce me. Yeah, this is Ven Parmeshwaran, and now he is the vice chairman of AIRC. So nice to come to our TV for that. So I have a question: is that do you support Trump? Why? Why you support Trump?
I have known Trump for many years, because I have been here for 62 years. Trump is not only a good businessman, he has proved that he is also a good politician. Within 10 months, he has shocked the American public. People thought he may not run. He ran. When he started running, everybody said he has no chance. In the polls, he was doing very good. Then they said he will only do good in polls, he won't get votes. Then in the primary, he started winning. after primary after primary. And he is a tremendous success, and he believes in winning, and he has beaten 16 of his competitors who are veteran politicians. So Trump has a great potential to become president of the United States, and he is going to beat Hillary Clinton. Most Indian Americans are Democrats. That is because they think Democrats mean democracy. That's a mistake they have made. And many Indians who are here as immigrants, they have not even become citizens. Now, whether they are going to support Trump, it's immaterial.
And I'm looking forward to being a delegate from New York. We're supporting Donald Trump. The Westchester Republican Committee endorsed Donald Trump a few months back. And we're looking forward to helping Donald Trump win the presidency of the United States. We plan on supporting him throughout the entire campaign. We intend on sending volunteers all throughout New York State and into battleground states such as Pennsylvania and Ohio. We plan on putting boots on the ground, doing phone calls, going door to door, and campaign for him as if we campaign for our local candidates here as well.
What is the magic behind your success as a leader?
We communicate very well to all of our volunteers, our committee members, our elected officials, district representatives, and to the community at large. We communicate with all the community organizations, and we try to be very inclusive as a party and welcome everyone to be part of the Republican Party here in the Hudson Valley.
Thank you.
We've had a very good relationship with the Asian community, and we've worked well over the years. The Asian community supported me when I first ran for chairman of the Republican Party back in 2007, and they were the first group to come out and support me openly. So I want to thank the Asian Republicans for all they've done for our candidates, for our party, and what they plan on doing in the future to help us elect Donald Trump.
Hello, good evening. We have the opportunity to have Senator Murphy, who is representing my constituency in the state of New York, as the Republican majority holds the Senate in the state of New York. So currently, Senator Murphy is being very grateful to Asian American Republican as well as to the state of New York, and he has brought a tremendous improvement for the state of New York, including the downstate. So let him speak on behalf of the developments he's been doing, as well as what he sees for the future of the state of New York and for the Asians and the Indians in this mainland USA.
Well, listen, thank you for having me. It's an opportunity to just allow people to know that we in New York State are trying to open up the doors to allow more businesses to come in, allow more people to thrive. And no matter what nationality you are, it doesn't make a difference. This is a matter of, we're ranked 50th right now, dead last in America. I am the chairman of the New York State Administrative Rules and Regulations, and we have over 140,000 pages of rules and regulations to get a business open in here. And this is what America's all about. It's the land of opportunity, and this is what we're trying to do and make sure New York continues to stay the land of opportunity with regards to allowing more businesses to come in here, become economic friendly and business friendly, so everybody has the opportunity to succeed.
Senator Murphy is an instrumental in bringing these regulations to a streamlined as well as making sure that the business will succeed. One question to Senator Murphy is that in this year of election, how do you see Donald Trump winning over the state of New York as well as the White House in 2016?
Well, I think politics has changed, and it is, I'm cautiously optimistic. I represent, in my district, I actually represent Governor Cuomo. I represent Bill and Hillary Clinton and a few other people. So it is one of those, Mr. Trump, I think, has been doing a tremendous job. I've had the opportunity of meeting Mr. Ben Carson, John Kasich, Carly Fiorina, who were excellent candidates. And, it is a very, very very dynamic time in politics right now. So I wish him the best. I hope that people come out and vote Republican and keep America strong.
We have been fortunate to have the Westchester County Executive Rob Astorino with us this evening at the GOP dinner hosted by the Westchester County Chairman. Good evening, County Executive.
Good to see you, John. How you doing?
Doing fine. I know you've been doing the second term, looking forward to higher positions, and we are always with you.
Thank you.
And the Indian American as well as the Asian American always supported the Republican candidates in all the positions, and now that we are coming closer to the presidential candidates, what's your thoughts about the contestants coming up right now?
The conventions,
Convention as well as the candidates.
presidential.
Yes.
Yeah, look, I think our party is pretty healthy, and we've shown that we've had 17 candidates started. The Democrats had 4, and they basically coronated somebody. Although Bernie Sanders said not so fast. Our side, we had really healthy debate with very good candidates, and the people are speaking, and the lines are forming to vote in a Republican primary, and that's exciting. That's good. Democratic side, they're down 20% from 8 years ago in voting in a primary. So the excitement's on our side. The ideas are coming from our side, and we're going to win in November.
Congresswoman, may I ask you your impression of Trump and his potential as a president?
Yes. Well, Mr. Trump clearly presents a very strong figure who has impressive experience in business, who has an attitude that is uncompromising toward the forces that many Americans feel are putting not only America, but all of the free world, including our good friends like India, at risk. And we see what happened just yesterday with the Egypt Air airliner that they think it's thought to be, unfortunately, has been brought down by terrorism. We need a president who, unlike the current administration, and frankly, unlike Secretary Clinton, will take a strong and effective stance against those who would threaten freedom around the world, and I think President Trump will do that.
Congresswoman, can you kindly tell me, Trump, who has had no experience in politics, has all of a sudden become the star in the United States, and how did he beat 16 of his competitors, and what kind of president he would make?
Mr. Trump, of course, as we know, had a significant presence in the media prior to choosing to run for president, and I think that helped him make a strong impression from the very start. And of course, he has been fearless in expressing what so many people in this country do feel, that people who work hard and follow the rules have been left behind, have been disappointed by a government that has asked far more of them than it has actually been able to provide back to them in terms of higher quality of living. I'm a physician. I'm the only woman physician ever elected a member of the House of Representatives, and certainly I can tell you, as we all know, the health care plan that was passed under President Obama's administration has been a disaster for Americans. It has increased their costs. It has caused them not to be able to see the doctors they want to see, to go to the hospitals they want to go to. Really in no way has it improved the quality of health care or our access to health care versus the kind of alternatives that a President Trump would offer, and that a Republican Congress, which I certainly hope will keep, will be able to support him in doing. And I'm enthusiastic that a President Trump will be able to do far better for the American people.
Congresswoman, may I ask you, Trump, the latest poll shows Trump is leading
Yes.
Mrs. Clinton.
Yes.
Would you mind comparing and contrasting these two candidates?
Well, we look at Secretary Clinton and we see the face of the disaster in Benghazi. We see the growth of a force like ISIS in the Middle East. We see time and time again that she has not impressed with any accomplishments that even her supporters can point to, and yet she has enriched herself over and over again by exploiting access to her husband, the former president, as we know. And now she's essentially acknowledged her lack of capabilities by announcing that if she were to be elected president, she would put former President Bill Clinton in charge of the economy. I mean, that's just ridiculous, pathetic, and sad. Donald Trump will require no co-president to manage issues of the American economy. He understands how to put together teams of experts. He will be supported by the very best people we have to offer who understand.
This is Hari Singh, our Asian American Republican Committee chairman. He is very familiar in the Indian communities, the North Indian people and the South Indian people. He is very familiar all the Indian communities. So we are a very great pleasure to stay with our TV. Mr. Hari Singh, I have a question. Do you support Trump in this election?
Of course.
So why you are supporting?
You know that it was a 15 or 16 candidates in the Republican Party, and one by one, he's the one who stayed in the last.
He defeated everybody.
And he defeated everybody. Look his courage. Yeah. He never been a senator, he never been a councilman, never been a mayor, or never been a county legislator or county executive. He thought a big dream, and it is look like he's going to be a dream come true.
Do you believe that he maybe help the Indian immigrants or the Asian immigrants or anybody?
Sure. Do you know that in Mumbai, Kolkata, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Trump Towers are coming up in India and collaboration. So many people are getting job, which is a good sign for India. I hope it will be a great success for Indian community and resident of India and Trump and our next president of the United States.
So we all know that the Asian Americans are mostly the Democrats than the Republicans. So if so, the Trump as a candidate in the election, do you believe that the Asian American people mostly support Trump?
I think so. Sure. I'm sure.
What kind of work you are dealing with this Asian American Republican Committee to promote Trump?
Okay, we have this organization founded in 1988. Our chairman, Dr. Priscilla Parmeshwaran, and Anthony Colavita, who was the chairman of the New York State Republican Committee, and he was the president. Since then, we are associated. I joined this organization about 15 years ago, and what we are doing for Indian American community, Asian communities, it is a tremendous job. And we are having our annual dinner on 31st May at Royal Palace.
Oh, okay.
And every year we have about 200 people attend this college, and we recognize the best of the best in the community, like in the medicine, science, technology, teaching. So we pick one person of the year, and in the business, entrepreneur of the year.
This is John Isaac. He is Secretary of Asian American Republican Committee. He is very familiar in all the Malayalis and Indian communities, Asian as well as. So I just have a question that do you support Trump this election?
Trump is the Republican Party nominee to be the president, so the tradition is to support the candidate, and we all support Donald Trump.
Oh, thank you. Do you know that the Asian American people mostly for the Democrats? So they ask Trump as a president candidate, the Republican Party in Asian American community especially, most of the people are the Democrats. Do you think that easy to win for Trump?
it's a myth that people don't understand the difference of the Republican and the Democratic Party. I believe that the Indians or the Asians get mixed up between democracy and democratic. That's one of the reasons why many of the Asians or the first line immigrants follow the Democratic Party. As a family oriented, as well as religious, faith, honesty, integrity, these are the fundamentals of the Republican Party, and that's why each and every one of the Asians and Indians should be a part of the Republican Party. And if you look at anything that has been done from this country as a president for the mainland India, it's been done by the Republican presidents, starting from Reagan, Bush, and so on. The others are all just only on the surface. So that's why I urge each and every one of the Asian American or Asian Indians who are in this country, has a citizenship, take up your chance, register to either party, but should be voting in November, and I prefer you vote for the Republican Donald Trump.